Hey guys! So, as a result of many indirect requests, I guess I would say, I've decided to make a video which goes over what texture pack I use and what you have to do if you want to run it. So basically, if you go back to any of my videos, you will find either one or numerous requests asking which texture pack I use, even if I responded to the person right before then. But that's besides the point. So this video is going to be kind of a how-to as to where to get the texture pack and what you have to do to run it. Because the texture pack that I use is not a standard format. It's a 64 by 64, which is why these textures look much higher resolution than the default ones. The default ones are 16 by 16, these ones are 64 by 64. So in order to run these, you need to be able to modify Minecraft in order to allow it to accept these higher resolution textures. To do that, you need to use MC Patcher, and I will put the link to it in the video here. And I'm also going to put the link to the texture pack itself. Now, these are links to the Minecraft forums, so there's a bunch of information about the individual items themselves, plus you can go through and read about a bunch of other people's comments and, issues that they had. So hopefully you'll be able to work through any that you come across. If not, post up here, I could probably figure it out. So there's a few things you need to know about this texture pack. Is currently the latest version of MC Patcher allows for custom colors. Now this allows you to change things like torch coloring and so on. Now the default one, as of the making of this video, makes use of that, and by one I mean the Misa's texture pack. So the issue with this is that the color of any light emitting blocks, be it a torch or glowstone or lava or whatever, emit different colors, and this is kind of related, I think, to the colors that are around it. Now the default one I do not like at all. A lot of things end up with like a purplish, almost red hue to them. Now inside the texture pack folder is an environments folder, and there's several light maps. So these light maps change the color of different light emitting blocks. So I'm using light, I think if it's -1. There's three of them there. There's 0, 1, and -1 for the different light maps. So what you got to do is just rename light map 0 to something else, and then change the name of 1 or -1 to just 0. Light map 0, that is. And then that's the one you will use. And so I'm using 0, and it provides a nice white light, which actually addresses a lot of the complaints that people had with Minecraft 1.0, is that, and actually this kind of dates back to I think 1.8 or 1.8 beta up through the 1.0 release, is that a lot of things, like when you're in here, this right here would show up brown, and thankfully this is now white using this light map. So I really like that, because otherwise it just looked horrible inside there. So that's basically the only caveat to using this, is that you may need to change the light map, but it's nice that it actually provides other ones which provide a nice clean color. The one other thing you want to do when you're using this is that you want to make sure that you go through and back up your Minecraft.jar file, since you will be modifying it. Anytime you're running any sort of mod, be it you're patching it for a texture, you're running single player commands, or any of those, you want to make sure you back that up. Otherwise, if you happen to mess up, you'll have to go through and re-download it and all that. And it's not really a huge issue, but, save some time. And it also allows you to run multiple mods if you want. You can make duplicates of these and rename them as you want to use or not use them. So, I think that's it. This is going to be kind of a two-part video. The next part, I'm going to go through and actually show MC Patcher and stuff, but that's going to be in a different recording, so let's move over there. Alright, so here we have MC Patcher. Now this is really pretty straightforward. You see the big patch button down on the bottom, and that basically goes through and patches the Minecraft.jar file to allow it to accept the larger textures. And if you ever want to undo this, there's also the unpatch button there. Now, you can also see there's checkboxes here and you can select different items. Now, if you unselect custom colors, you won't have to worry about the torch colors changing. However, all your water will turn out gray. So you want to make sure you have that checked if you actually want to have your water and I believe your lava also be the proper colors. And that brings us to the next part as to where to place your texture. Now, what you want to do here is navigate to the path that I have here. Notice I have my username blacked out. You'll put your username in place of that. And for you Mac users, I'll go through and put the paths inside the description because it is different for you guys. So basically you want to navigate to here and you'll see the Misa 401.zip. That is the current version as for when I made this video. Now, this is where you want to place that. I've already placed it there. By default, there won't be anything in there. The default texture pack doesn't show up. That's built into Minecraft itself. You may have other ones in there also, if you've used other texture packs, and you just go into textures inside Minecraft when you're actually running it and you select Misa's 401. Or yeah, I think it actually does show the version there inside the little icon. Now, this brings us to the next part is to if you want to change the light map. So if you look here, I've already renamed these. The light map 0 dash dash, that's the default 0. And the light map 0 that's there is actually the light map dash 1 that I've renamed to 0 so that it'll be used. You can also experiment, try out, map 1 if you like. And you can technically create your own if you want. They're basically just a PNG file that has a shade from one color to another. And I'm not exactly sure the multicolor one, I think there's actual specific zones for it, so you may have to experiment there. But anyways, hopefully this helps a lot of you guys out that seem to really like this texture pack. If you do, great. If you have any questions or comments, just feel free to post them down below. So until next time, see you later.